How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. It helps out, it means a ton. You guys get plenty of fun stuff. Obviously, it's not just reviews. We got discussions, all kinds of stuff. So, with that being said, I wanted to talk about this, one, because it gave me an excuse to make that thumbnail. Yes, I enjoyed myself way too much making that. Don't blame me. I'm a child, I know. And two, because, well, in the chapter we got today, chapter 36, we got a little bit of information. Well, I guess it was information we could have seen ourselves, but one of the higher-ups tells us that it doesn't make a lot of sense. If the general director wanted to kill Kaiju number 8, talking about Kafka, he would have just done it with one of his first attacks while Kafka was still in human form. And yeah, that is correct. If he wanted to kill him, he could have just walked out with that technique that he used this chapter, Force Blast, right to Kafka's human face, and yeah, that might have been it. If he was planning on killing him, that would have been the best way to do it. And then we also see Shinomiya, well, Kikaru, thinking back to when she told her dad about Kafka saving her life. She went to him in person to tell him that. And really, honestly, from a writing perspective, there's no reason to show us Kikaru thinking about that exact moment if it doesn't have something to do with what's going on or what's going to happen. If that has nothing to do with anything leading up to it, what's the point of showing us that? So that, on top of everything else, the director telling Kikaru, well, telling us, Kikaru already knows, about how his wife, Kikaru's mom, was killed by a kaiju, this very stern demeanor, even him being cold to Kikaru as a child. All of this stuff coming together, it makes you wonder if the entire reason he is like this is because of how much he cares about his daughter. He's cold to her even when she's perfect, telling her that she should be perfect, she should be the best, all of this, constantly pushing her to be stronger so she can defend herself, focusing all of his efforts on being the general director of the defense force to, be as well equipped to fight kaiju as possible, making sure the entire country is as well equipped to fight them as possible. Basically, this dude's entire life is spent making sure that humanity has as much of a foothold over kaiju as possible. And he wants his daughter to be as strong as possible. It makes more sense than anything else that the reason he's like this is because Kikaru's probably the last thing on Earth that he cares about. If not the last thing, one of the last things. So yeah, after his wife was killed by a kaiju, I imagine he has spent the rest of his time up until right now doing everything he can to prevent kaiju from taking his daughter away from him too. I think that is probably gonna end up being the biggest driving force behind his character and his decisions. I think that is honestly, in the end, why he's probably gonna let Kafka go. I assume Kikaru's probably going to step into the middle of them, not only to protect Kafka, but also to protect her father, because we saw she does still care about him as well. When this happens, there is a decent possibility that Kaiju number 8, I'm talking about the little dude, not Kafka, will stop his attack because, well, he told Kafka that he will kill Kaiju. The general director, having number 2's basically skeletal remains weaponized on his hands, and I believe part of his suit too, is seen as a kaiju. When he sees Shinomiya, he probably won't try to hurt Kikaru, because, well, he was fine with Kafka using his ability, his power, to protect her in the past. So, doing this will show the general director that, well, if nothing else, Kafka, Kaiju number 8, whatever he is someone that can help protect my daughter, the only thing I care about. Now, this doesn't have to go this way, but even without things going this way, because I'm not going to predict the exact way the series goes, who knows, I might be right, probably wrong. But, with all that out of the way, with all that being said, I think that his love for Shinomiya, his love for Kikaru, is probably going to be the biggest thing to him. He's probably going to stay this really stern guy. I don't think he's gonna get all lovey-dovey about his daughter. Who knows? He might have this one little comedic quirk later in the series where when Kikaru shows up, he gets all, oh, but probably not. I do, however, think that no matter what, we're gonna figure out that, yeah, he cares about her a lot more than he really lets on to anybody, even her herself. But this is just something I wanted to talk about. I also have a discussion coming out about the little dude in Kafka and the whole kaiju trying to kill a kaiju. Yeah, that's some interesting stuff. That's gonna keep coming around. So, with that being said, I'm gonna get out of here, keeping this one shorter because the review was like 15 minutes. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. I'll see you next time. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. See ya.